Madden NFL 24. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Oh, good move. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with counter. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
Right back to Connor here on first. They find some open field here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. 41 yards for James Conner. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Able to hit his target land. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Greg George deep for Arizona. This will be fielded at the 17. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their 1st drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Throwing on first down is Murray. Going right back to Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Murray. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a give right side. It's Benson trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. And while all of that was going on with the sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A first down carry by Elliott. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Prescott. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit. Found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. And a completion to Wilson. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air again, it's Ritter. Open net, here's Benson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's rock and roll, baby. What's the deal, y'all? Come on, time to play.
Work makes the dream work.
It's all right, boss.
Just get it done now. Roll it, fellas. Put it in for a touchdown.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. Second down throw coming for Ritter. His throw incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Ritter. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Ritter. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Prater's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. So let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Aubrey now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Ritter now. And that's going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 36. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Prescott now. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. This is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys had 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Inside give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Prescott.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Keep our boys.
Prescott off play action. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target Lamb.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. To the air again, Prescott.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, fancy running by Murray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Murray now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now is Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now Murray's got to have this one.
That is caught, and he is going to have the Cardinals' 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now Murray.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw right side complete to Carter. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing again, Murray. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit?
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Marquise Bell.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
A give to Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
B.J. Ojulari able to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They run again with Dowdle.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.